Hello YouTube. It's the governor back from a long hiatus. Going on a nice ride with my buddy Chip today. Heading out to see some nice sights. But had an idea recently that I wanted to talk about that I think I'm going to do for the vlog that would get me out more, help educate me, and maybe help educate you folks out there. So the plan is, if you haven't guessed already, I live on the east coast of the United States, a very historical area, and the plan is basically maybe every week if I can, or every couple of weeks, is to pick a historical spot, a site within about an hour's distance, and there's plenty of them. Have a nice ride out there, see the site, take in the history, talk about the history a little bit of the site itself, then come back and hopefully make a nice video that will be interesting to the masses, more than maybe just the motorcycle fans, the history buffs like myself, or locals that just want an idea of, if they're going out to this site, what are they going to get when they get there, So start implementing that. I was going to start today, but I don't want to spend too much time out on the bike today because I've got other things going on. But definitely think it's going to be fun. And watch this space for those videos coming up. I'll make a separate playlist with them in. Hopefully you can drum up some extra views on the channel and the other things I do, as well as just maybe getting some fans, and either way I'll be getting something out of it, and that is obviously the most important thing. Alright, so what else has been up? So you probably saw the video where I got a new exhaust, which I bloody love. It's so beautiful, it's ridiculous. But I got another couple bits too. Got some new gear. When I get a chance, I'll do a little kind of review of it. I got a pair of boots, new jacket. It's a summer jacket, which I got for a banging deal off of one of the forum members on the Ducati forum I'm a part of. And I got, what else? I got some new bits on the bike. So one of the things about bike that's a bit odd when it comes to the aesthetics is the oil cooler and the radiator right there at the front. And anyone who rides a bike knows that leaves them very susceptible to damage, and those fins obviously on the oil cooler and on the radiator itself are very, very fragile. So to combat that, which obviously became a problem pretty quickly, I'm not sure if that was the same on the models before the 939, but Evotech made a guard, a set of guards for it. You can get an engine guard as well. I purchased the oil cooler guard and the guard for the radiator itself. Didn't get the engine guard because it's not more for being worried about the bike falling over or anything like that. It's literally for rocks coming up and hitting and all that lark, which as I was inspecting the oil cooler, cleaned it out beforehand first, I noticed that actually had happened already, and one of the fins was slightly bent. There was a rock inside it I was trying to pry out, and it bent the one of the fins. So better late than never. I was a bit upset at that obviously, but again, better late than never. So those went on. They look good. You wouldn't really notice the radiator one because it just, it looks stock almost. The oil cooler one you would notice. It's a little bit big and beefy, but it looks good. So I'm happy with that. Gives it that added bit of protection right there. that can be fun at speed. Fortunately, we haven't got any speed here, but what else? I think that's about it as far as purchase I made recently. I'm looking hard right now at some bar end mirrors. Some other lads have done it on their bikes, and it looks good. And the aesthetics on this bike are already pleasing to my eye. Oh, why is that guy going so slow? But there is a set of bar end mirrors you can get that are freaking cool. But very tempted to get. You basically have to get an adapter that sticks out a little bit further, because obviously the way the hand guards are, you can't really have a it's one of the ones that goes around, I think. Can't really have it there, so it's not cheap. And I've obviously just, from the stuff I've just told you about, spent a good fair amount of money already on this bad boy, so it's nothing I'm in a rush to do, but something I'd definitely like to do in the future, because I think it looks sick. And apparently one of the big things on bar end bikes, bar end mirrors, people say, is the it's not very good for actually seeing behind you, but apparently that's not the case on these ones, so I'd like to give it a go, that's for sure. Other than that, no other plans for the bike right now. I think it's sitting pretty good. The exhaust was the only real thing I really wanted to do, and then obviously the protection for the oil cooler. And the radiator. That was a fun little turn there. Oh man, what a beautiful day. Oh, hello. What's going on over there? Yeah, that's it. Unless something else comes up, I'll shut my mouth a bit and you guys can enjoy the scenery. Oh yeah, another thing I got was a new pair of jeans. Yeah, nice new pair of jeans. So from the purchase of the exhaust, I had some RevZilla bucks. If you don't know, through RevZilla, when you buy stuff through them, depending on how much you spend, they give you some basically free money to use on your next purchase. And I wanted a pair of riding jeans. So I've got riding pants, they're awesome, don't get me wrong, but I mean, jeans look great, and I'm a bit of a I like to look good, you know, so I wanted a pair of jeans, man, and there they are. Can't remember what Oxford makes them. They're in the closeout aisle. And closeout section, and they had one pair left to the 32 waist. 32 waist, I think 33 leg, and I always get the leg a little bit longer because obviously it rides up when you're sitting on the bike. And all the reviews said that the waist comes up small, which worried me a little bit. But in fact, came up perfect. And this is one of two reasons. One, you know, I'm normally wear a 32 waist, but I've actually lost some weight around my waist area. Some of those love handles are gone, which is fantastic, obviously. Thank you to my workout regime for that. And two, because you just never know what you're going to get with jeans, you know what I mean? You never know how they're going to fit. Everything comes up a little bit differently. And these just happen to be bloody perfect. So I've gone for under $100. And if you, anyone that knows riding gear knows they're expensive. Riding gear is not cheap. It's also got like the Kevlar infused areas where you're pretty much going to slide, knees, butt area, crotch. They've got the Kevlar infused lining, which helps out a lot if you were to go down, and they've got the knee pads, which you can take out or put in. I've obviously got them in when I'm riding, but you can take them out, and these just look like a regular pair of jeans, which is what you want. They look really good, they're comfortable, you know, just like a regular pair of jeans. And they look good, which is the most important part for my wanting to have a pair of riding pants that were jeans. Yeah, that's the only other piece I got. It made me want to get another pair. As soon as I got them, I was like, oh yeah, I like a couple of pairs of these. But I have 3 pairs of riding pants. That is plenty. As the weather gets nicer, be able to spend more time riding. Get through those guys, you know. 3 options is good. But yeah, I recommend that. Obviously, new riders. I think I made a new rider video already. You've probably seen. And the biggest thing people don't factor in when they start riding is, hey, how much does it cost to ride? Well, it's expensive if you want the good gear and all the gear, you know what I mean? And you absolutely do. When I first started riding, I bought a cool looking helmet, and it was DOT. And I've been through this again, but I'll quickly recap. Cool looking helmet, great. Jacket that was the cheapest one I could find, but it offered the protection. It was a summer jacket. Great. And gloves that didn't fit right, but they were okay. They would have been fine, I think, so that's good. And then I went on my way. Well, the helmet didn't fit properly. That's my fault. I should have done a proper helmet fitting before I bought it. I wear a size small because I've got a tiny little head, but Beetlejuice style, and I had a medium that was too big. Gloves were way too big. I don't know how well they would have fed. There would have been a lot of movement during an accident. And the jacket was fine. In fact, I just sold it to my buddy today because I got that new one. But it still looks brand new. Alpine Styles one. Great for the summer. But since then, I've increased my wardrobe when it comes to riding gear. Obviously, I said I have 3 pants. I didn't buy any shoes when I first started riding either. I just wore like some boots. But that was silly. You should really buy riding boots too, you know. And I bought some. I can't remember if I ever did a review on them or anything, but they're nice. I like them. They're very casual. They're very comfortable. And along the way, I just kept getting bits here and there when I find good deals, you know. Constantly looking, and if you see a good deal, grab it. But like initially, you really want to get at least one whole set of gear in order to, just in case, all the gear all the time type deal. And I see people in the summer and it's 60 or 70 degrees out, people are riding in a t-shirt, and I'm like, yeah, that's great. I'm sure you feel comfortable and stuff, but if you go down, you're going to be in a world of hurt. And I love my body and I love my skin, and I've already got bad knees. I don't want to crush my elbows or anything, so I want the most protection if I go down. And that's what I'd say to anyone who's a newish rider or getting into it or whatnot. Buy everything, and buy the good stuff too. I've seen it. You can go on any forum or look at any YouTube videos or anything of people that have bought kind of cheaper things and they've done okay in a crash, but then look at the people that have bought the nice things that are just walk away fine, and it's a huge difference. Big difference between the two, when you can be absolutely fine and walk away, or you can be okay and your stuff did okay and never to be worn again type deal. There's been people that have had good gear that their gear's got a bit knocked up after they had an accident or come off, and then they've been able to just like re-stitch or whatever, and they've been fine. To use it again, and that's awesome. And everyone knows in this world, there are some things that cost a lot of money and there's no reason for it, but when it comes to motorcycle gear, it costs a lot of money because it's good and it will protect you. It's 45 here, lady. I don't know what this lady's doing. She's about to get past her, and that's what you want. Should have geared down for that, definitely. Yeah, you want the best gear. The gear that's the most expensive is usually because it's the best. There are some stuff out there that's really like fashionista type deals, but usually it's still good stuff. But there's so many reviews out there, and motorcycle bloggers that do proper reviews. Brevzilla usually does a good job of reviewing everything. That as long as you look at the reviews, know what you want, get what you want, and spend the money initially, you'll benefit in the long run. Nothing wrong with searching the closeout and stuff. There's so much stuff out there that you can get for a decent price. It's just like any regular fashion type deal. Every season each manufacturer will have their new line of gear. Hey, this looks a little bit differently, or this stuff all fits differently, blah, blah, blah. And then the other stuff goes on sale. It's just the way it works. It's great. The way to do it. I'm not going to do it. Oh, what a beautiful day.